save me. There ain't no man can enslave me. There ain't no man, oh man, that can change the state my soul is in. There ain't nobody here who can cause me pain, erase my fear, cause I got all.
What's going on, fam? Welcome back to the solar frequency. We're about to go for a nature walk through the jungle of the Midwest. And yeah, I don't have that high of energy today. But I'm gonna speak like I do. You know why? Because I'm gonna fake it till I make it. Whatever you seem to be like, whatever you project forward, you become. This is the key to the paradigm shift. Let's go into the woods. Yeah, my friends, this is the path less traveled, if ever. I think this is my trail. Woo. A little bit out of control. Ah, you see the destination? Yeah, we're going right up there where the master lesson will take place. But speaking of the path less traveled, new t-shirts, my friends. The truth will set you free. Free as a fucking bird. Let's go. Oh, make sure to grab one link below. Woo! What's the adventure if you know where you're going? Come on, people. Jesus. Oh, we back. Back to the flats. Alright. This is where I lost my apples. How do I get there? Let's go this way. Alright, my friends. I think we've arrived. This is my my secret spot. Alright, on this discussion, I just thought of a good point. And that is faith, my friends. You see, those who have faith will be given. Those who have love will give. I forget what scripture that's from, but the point is, when you have faith that something will change, you have faith that you will be guided, you have faith that you will become, then that faith allows you to take that first step. For instance, your physiology can create the energetic state in which you hold, your state of being. Tony Robbins talks about this, and so drug users, for instance, they found that if a drug user just smiles, an addict smiles for 20 minutes when he was having that urge to grab the heroin needle or something like this, right? If the addict would smile for 20 minutes, it was super effective at ceasing that urge to do the drug, to go back to the addiction. And in fact, a lot of heroin addicts recovered smiling in 20-minute periods almost all day. If you're depressed, how your physiology looks when you're depressed, right? So you have scrunched over shoulders, you speak quietly, right? You walk slowly, you do everything slowly. You're in deep rest, you're tired, you're sad. You don't want to move, you don't want to have energy. You know what's really hard about getting out of depression, about getting out of these super negative loops? And I've dealt with this so many times. And I wish someone was there to tell me, is that, man, you gotta fake it till you make it, right? If you're depressed, amp up your energy. Just you can do it. You can do it for 1 minute, right? Put your shoulders back, sing at the top of your lungs, move your body like you got a lot of energy, speak like you got a lot of energy, and you can tell yourself you can take a goddamn nap after. But if you have faith, that you can get out of this slump, if you believe it is possible, you have faith in yourself, you have faith in spirit, you got faith in whatever you believe in, your guidance. If you have faith that allows you to become, because it allows you to step into something new, because you will take that first step. You will seem to be something you are not right now because you have faith that you will be that. So you see that faith is very powerful. And that comes right back into faking it till you make it. People, if you want to feel differently, fake it till you make it, right? So if you want to have more energy, act like you have a lot of energy, right? Run around, dance, sing at the top of your lungs. All of a sudden your body will start kicking into gear and creating those hormones, creating the chemical concoction to give you that feeling, okay? Yeah, so that is a major point, and that's very helpful for a lot of people. And like, I use this all the time now. So like, when I wake up in the morning, like of course I like go outside and I get some fresh air and some sunlight and I breathe for a while. But after that, I usually throw on some music and like jump around or like sing, and then like do like some kind of sham half workout where it's mostly just moving, like it's like quickly and then slowly, and you know, I used to meditate and like sit there for a while in the mornings, and like I do that right when I wake up. But I realized if I want to have the energy in which I envision, like the energy that I would like to have throughout the day right from the get-go, I need to fake it till I make it. I need to imagine and act like I have that day's end energy right away. I need to act like it. Even though I don't feel like it, even though I feel like I'm being stupid, I have faith. And when you have faith and you capitalize on that faith manifests. All of a sudden your faith becomes stronger, and your faith becomes stronger, and then you develop this iron belief in limitless, no limitations, an iron belief in yourself, an iron belief in what's possible, and all of a sudden your faith is so goddamn iron you can manifest like a king. Fake it till you make it. Probably come back with some more points in a bit here. Demetrius is on the move. Back up to more hospitable grounds. High frequency fam. This is the information you're definitely here for. Strategically placed towards the end, you know. Only the true fan's going to receive this one. I am energetic. Ooh. I just had to move because the wind started coming from the other direction when I was doing my my wind meditation. So funny. I just gotta settle that down. Okay. So my friends, let's talk about manifestation. To manifest anything, you have to be able to change your perspective right now, my friends. To be rich, you have to think rich. You have to think as a rich person would. You have to see the opportunities a rich person sees. To manifest the lifestyle you want, you got to go watch my other manifestation videos where I go over the application of imagination, flow and allowance, and so many other things that go into manifestation. It's not just like this that everyone wants it to be, but it can be. If you develop a fluid mind, and a fluid mind works on the operates on faith. A fluid mind operates with knowing. You see? Fake it till you make it. If you want to become who you are, right? You have to become. If you want to manifest your greatest version, you have to become this, right? And to become anything, you must fake it till you make it. You have to start thinking from that perspective. Take on a new identity. This is why stories and archetypes are so powerful. and can be so powerful is because you can tap into that energy. You can imagine yourself as a character. You can imagine yourself as your greatest version, right? Living the life that your greatest version will live. You can imagine the experience, the sensations, the lifestyle, the material things that you would have that you want to manifest, right? And here's where the other side of the coin comes into play, which we'll talk about. But basically, you need to, when you walk into a grocery store, how would a fit and vibrant person act? How would they buy? What perspective and mindset would they have? You see, you have to think from the end. People think manifestation is about visualizing and law of attraction. It's all BS. That's 10% of it. You gotta visualize, right? You gotta imagine. You have to imagine what you want. That's very simple, right? You have to know what you're going towards in order to get anything. Second thing, though, you have to think from that perspective. You have to take on a new identity, a new role, even if you don't believe it. Even if you have to remind yourself over and over and over, no, I am Zen. No, I can move the wind. No, I am a millionaire, right? Even though your physical, rational mind isn't going to believe it, you have to persuade yourself that you're already there. You must live in the end, as Neville Goddard likes to say it. You see, once you do this, it goes right back into, you have to seem like that which you want to become, and then you will become it. And it goes into a strong belief in yourself, okay? Let's talk about the other side of the coin real quick. A lot of kids in high school, college, actually everyone out here, a lot of people seem to be something or try to be something they're not, right? And then they never become it. They're always like, they try to fit in. They act like they fake it, but they never make it. So with that kind of logic, you would think what I'm saying here is false. But the thing is, they don't have a belief that that is them. They don't believe that they can actually be popular. They don't believe that they can actually be the person they want to become, you see. They have to fake it, but no faith. They have no faith in themselves, right? When I have manifested my greatest manifestation, my greatest manifestations, yes, I would seem to be like someone. I would seem to be intelligent. I would seem to be, resourceful and successful, right? And like, that's what I wanted to be. That's what I wanted to portray, and that's what I tried to seem to be like, and I faked it, right? At the start. But I knew what I could do. I knew what I could accomplish, and it seemed so possible. It seemed so possible, right? That it did. It just happened, right? Like, I had no doubt it would. And that's just the belief part. Second part here is becoming who you are. You see, you have a certain astrological set of energies, right? You are different than me. Taking your authentic path in life, finding out what you truly want, what you truly could become, right? A, you can believe that you can actually become that, and B, you're not really faking it because you already know that that is you, right? So finding your authentic path and aligning your manifestations with that. People struggle with this idea of faking it till you make it, and they always stay in the fake realm when they're trying to be something they're not. When they're trying to be a jock, but they're actually a nerd and good at music, right? When they're trying to be a millionaire, but they're very compassionate and simple and minimalistic and love the beach and the woods, right? That isn't your path necessarily, right? Find your path and then step into the shoes of who you are gonna be, the life you will live, the manifestation you want in your reality, right? Step into those shoes and think from that perspective. Fake it with your mind, people. Trick out your mind. You have to tell your body that you're energetic, and your body will become energetic. You have to tell your mind that you are this, and you will become this. This is how this reality works. You see, it's not some kind of mechanical, rational, linear process. Oh, you have to go step A, B, C, D to get to all the way to Z where the manifestation occurs. No. We already talked about this. Go watch my plans and goals video. We don't map out the how. You see, this reality is actually very dynamic. It rearranges itself around you. And it's very magical. But it's a subtle magic. It's a subtle rearrangement. And you can't see this. It appears linear to us because we see in duality. We see in this veil of the Maya. This reality rearranges itself around you and your heart's desire, your heart's deepest thoughts, what you truly believe, right? The story you tell yourself. Now we're getting back home. The story you tell yourself. If you change the story that you tell yourself about who you are and what you can do and where you're going and where you've been, if you can change that story, right? That story that is ironed out deep down. If you can change that, you change your paradigm, my friends. Because that story manifests your paradigm. If you tell yourself, oh, I am a carpenter, I'm an innkeeper, right? Whatever the story you're telling yourself about where you're going, where you've been, what is possible, that story is your paradigm. To shift that paradigm, go watch my manifestation videos, but this is key, my friends, is faking it till you make it. In order to change your life, you must take on a different set of identities, a different set of energies, right? You must rearrange your mind. If you can trick your mind, persuade your mind into believing a different story, a different paradigm, bang, you become it. Doesn't sound possible. Sounds a little bit weird. Think about this. If you were born in India, if you were born one state over, right? You had a different set of friends. You had a different experience growing up. You had a different family. You had a different education. You had a different... Who would you be, right? Maybe you wouldn't have that social anxiety that plagues you to this day. Maybe you wouldn't have this financial issue that plagues you to this day. Maybe you could have been great. Or maybe you could have fell off the map. Maybe you would have, ended up being a heroin addict or enlisted in the army or something, right? Your situation that you're put into, your environment, and what that tells you are, right? What your parents, what the law, what your religion, what your friends, what the school, what your teachers, what your peers tell you are, tell you what is acceptable, right? And they create a role you step into, and you try to seem to be that. All of a sudden, that manifests who you are right now. But you have to understand, you are limitless. One different factor in there, a move of location, all those things I just talked about, one different factor could have manifested a way different life path, right? So you have to understand that you are living out the story you are telling yourself, okay? And to change that story, use your... And you start to lose interest in the story, your story, right? Your own personal legend. The sense of apathy or fakery at the same exact way. If you're working a meaningless job that doesn't fuel your soul, doesn't light your fire. Yeah, we still record. We're still hot. So if you're living a fake life that's inauthentic, that's not fun, that's not fulfilling, right? And you have this sense of apathy, or you just have a sense of apathy and you have resigned from this world, right? All of a sudden, all the qualities you have built about yourself begin to fade away. You begin to fade away. And that is because you are not thinking from any perspective except this. You are just reacting and responding to this path that life is taking you down. This is what's happening to everybody, right? They just take on what's best for them. Oh, my parents want me to be like this. My friends want me to be like this. TV, Netflix, and social media tell me to be like this, right? And I'm just gonna do this, right? And then they keep going, and then it's like they lose the connection to their humanity. They lose connection to spirit. They lose compassion. They lose love. They develop the sense of apathy. They resign, right? They lose control of their story. I'm teaching you how to be damn authors, my friends. I'm learning it myself right now, and I've been realizing the key is you must develop a fluid belief system, a fluid mind. Okay, this is the key. This is the major key. You can't fake anything unless you want to live a fake life, right? If you want to live in a fakery and never make it, if you still believe what you used to believe, if your story doesn't change because you cannot persuade yourself because you've never been told this, right? You still live out the same exact paradigm, the same belief structure, you will never make it. You will live the fake, inauthentic life that you see everybody else living. Unfulfilling as fuck, right? You must believe. You must expand your mind of the possibilities. You must think abstractly. You must think mystically. You must understand that this shit is not linear. It's not. Scientism studies the how, okay? Not the why. Not the things, the inner workings of the universe. We can't go there because we don't study anything unseen, which is 99% of it, my friends. And I'm telling you right now, start small. Start small, but you can fake anything and you will make it, especially if it's authentic to you, because you already know it's possible, right? Like, who am I? Who am I to be making these videos, right? Like, how arrogant are you? Like, you know, how spiritually cocky. And like, when I started Reality Files, when I started making videos, I felt so, like, insecure. And this, like, manifested, like, this tension or this need to, like, authenticate myself, or, like, this need to, yeah, whatever. It created this, like, resistance and tension, right? Because I was faking it, right? Honestly, to start this channel, I had to fake it. But I knew a lot, right? I didn't think I really had any truly creative ideas, but I put things together and I just kept going, right? And I knew where I was going. I knew what I could be. I knew I had the gifts of intellect and perspective. Like, I knew this was on my path for sure. There was no other way, right? But to start the channel, there was no other way I could have done it without, like, faking it at first. You try flipping on a video and speaking on some, like, high-level shit at, like, my age, you feel very insecure. It's why you don't see many people doing it out here. But this resulted, and now I'm in, like, my mastery. I love teaching. I love putting together ideas. They've been coming to me my whole life, but I haven't done anything with them. When you start speaking it, all of a sudden they start coming to you more and more. What I'm saying here is I had to fake it, and I made it because I knew. I did not believe, I knew. I knew what I could be. I knew what I was becoming, and I had solid belief in that end, right? So I thought from it. I thought, and, like, I was at the very beginning stages of this kind of understanding, and now it's accelerating super fast, right? When I want to change anything in my life, I do not focus on that thing. I do not focus on resisting it. I do not focus on changing it or adding something new. No. I focus on my mind. I focus on who do I want to become, and what would they be doing? How would they think? How would they act, right? And I don't jump into it instantly, but I start to train my mind. I start to believe in this perspective. I catch myself when I go back to an old paradigm, an old story, right? And I have to retell my story. I have to reuse my imagination and fix it in my mind's eye who I am. Change who I am, the name of God, and you change your world. You change your paradigm. You change your story. You change your life. Fake it till you make it, my friends. That is the key of all keys, a major key. Become who you are. You're going to have to fake it to make any change in your life, to change your story whatsoever. What you will have to do a lot, you're going to have to take the first step forward. In order to take the first step forward, you need to have faith and you need to fake it. Have faith in where you're going, have a knowing that you can do it, know the possibility, persuade yourself, and project that out. Fake it till you make it, my friends. Thank you for watching. Go get my The Truth Will Set You Free t-shirt, or Formless as Fuck. Amazing t-shirts, great style, great fit, and you support the channel, you support the Truth Frequency. Doing big things here. We're getting together creators. I might be going to see Vesuvius, or Uplifting Humanity, out in Greece very soon here. Oh yeah, big things are going down. The tribe's getting together. It's time to unite this shit. It's time to manifest something big. Y'all feel it coming. Let's connect.